All right. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. How are we in November? Like, that is crazy. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. As you're all joining, say hi in the comments. I'm excited for this conversation today. We're talking about choosing your word of the year. And I actually titled this, Do Not Pause. Do not choose your word of the year until you have listened to this session. So I'm going to wait for y'all to join. Come on in. Just let me know. Hey, Renee, all the way from California. Let me know. Have you already thought of a word of the year? How many of you have already I am Tasha, I'm all set. I've thought about hang on a second. Stuff's popping up everywhere. Cannot see. Anyway, you have thought about your word of the year and you are starting to feel like, I got it. I know what my word is. I just want to say, if that's you, pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and just hear me out this morning. I have done this so many times, ladies. I have learned some lessons from myself and others who have chosen words like growth or health, or even one year I chose the word align. And I thought, oh my gosh, that is such a good, powerful word. What could go wrong? Well, everything that was not aligned got yanked, like literally severed. It was instant and abrupt and very, very just rough. I've learned a lot of lessons. So I just want to say, if you have already thought about your word of the year, just listen into this. Maybe this will help you reflect and change it. Maybe it still will be the same word. And if you have not chosen your word of the year, like you still have a blank slate, this is going to be really powerful for you. As you know, this is in our community something that we do once a year. This year it will be December 14th, Saturday, December 14th. We're going to do your Create 2025. All things. We're going to choose your word. We're going to set your intentions. We're going to write out the inspired actions to take. We are going into 2025 ready to quantum leap out of where we came from 2024. So just so you know, mark your calendars, December 14th at 12 p.m. Eastern, we're going to do our annual Create 2025. We're going to create next year. There's magic that happens when we come together to do this. All right. So good morning, those of you. Hey, Goddess Pamela. Those of you watching live or watching the replay. Just want to give you some thoughts. Oh, Camille, happy Money Day. I love that. Just want to give you some thoughts around some reflections as we are getting ready for December, right? As you notice, we're in the first week of November, so I'm literally giving you an entire month because that's what I do. I do not just yank a word out of the year. Oh, that feels, yank a word of the year out of the ethers. And I'm just like, that sounds good. Let's go with that. I'm literally seeing people choose the word health, which how you're thinking that so positive and literally be ran through the ringer in their health in that year. So I've learned way too much. I am intentional and deliberate about choosing my word. And what I have learned after 15 years of doing this, when you choose deliberately, when you choose with intention, when you follow a process and you literally define all aspects of the word, it is a beautiful and magical thing. And I'm still learning. There we go. Shirley says Saturday, December 14th. Awesome. The date, Mindy, Saturday, December 14th at 12 p.m. Eastern is when we're going to have our Create 2024. Antoinette, you're going from YouTube to Facebook. Goddess Yvonne, good morning. Goddess Grace. Okay, so let's jump into some of the things I want to encourage and invite you to reflect on in preparation for December 14th. I want you to think back about 2024. And I know it's not done yet, but we have enough data. We have 10 months out of 12. We have enough data to look back at 2024 and just look at all of your experiences, the good, the bad, the ones that worked out, ones that didn't work out. And I would actually encourage you to look at it in 4 categories. I want you to think about the word that you chose for 2024 and look at how did that word show up in my business? How did that word show up in my relationships? How did that word show up in my finances? And how did it show up in my just experiences in general? And this is the beginning process of choosing a word. There is so much wisdom and knowledge to be garnered if you reflect first before yanking a word out of the year. I truly believe that it's not just us choosing our word is actually choosing us. And it is coming into our awareness as part of showing us how to move forward. What's the next level in our ascension or our enlightenment? Every year builds on the other. And so if you're not reflecting, you're honestly missing out on a massive part of powerfully choosing a word. So everybody, can I just get your, yes, Create 2025, Saturday, December 14th is going to be our class for that. Can I get everybody to type the words reflect on 2024? Can you just type that so I know everybody got that? We're all good. You know, step number 1, reflect on 2024. Everybody watching, whether you're on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you all are, can you just type reflect on 2024 as step number 1? Thanks, Stacy. Hey, Stacy. Good morning. Reflect on 2024 as step number 1. And you want to look at the word that you chose in your reflection. You want to ask yourself, how did that word show up in my business, in my finances, in my relationships, and overall in the experiences that I had this year? That's going to give you a lot of information. It's going to show you, I'm going to allow you to have it unfold. It has given me incredible amounts of information around why I chose the word. Sometimes that's when I realize why I chose the word and why it chose me. But that reflective part is very powerful. So reflect on 2024 is your step number 1. Jane says, what if you didn't choose a word for 2024? You can do the same thing, Jane. Just reflect on those 4 areas of your life. So you want to reflect on your business, your finances, your relationships, and just what was my experience in 2024 in general? Okay. So, hey, Goddess Beth. So reflect on 2024. What did your word teach you? That's number 2. Can you all type that? What did my word teach me? And if you didn't have a word, what would I say the experiences of 2024 have taught me? We are on a journey of ascension. Life is not meant to be like this. We're meant to ascend. We're meant to get more enlightenment. Meant to get more knowledge and information and wisdom as we continue through this time span called life. That's if you are evolving, that's what it should look like. Now, if every year is the same and you're not growing, well, that's totally different. But if you are in this process and you're being reflective and you can look back at 2024, you can look back at the year, you can look back at your experiences and just ask yourself, what did I learn? What did this year teach me? What did it teach me about myself? What did it teach me in general? What did it teach me in business? What did this year teach me? And how did the word that I chose shape the experiences that I had? So whatever your word was for 2024, how did I see that shaping the experiences that I had? That's one of the things when I look back on that year when I chose Align, I realized one of the things that it shaped for me was I did experience alignment. However, the way it unfolded, the way I got to, be in alignment with the things that were for my highest good was that things had to get yanked out of my life so I could become more aligned. And the yanking was treacherous. It was not an easy experience for me. But I learned that when I look back at, okay, I chose align. I thought that was such a beautiful word. Why did I have these just, God, intense, like pulling apart experiences? Why did that happen? And I realized, well, in order to become aligned, whatever is not aligned needed to get pulled away from me. So what did your word teach you and how did it shape your experiences? Ladies, I take 2 months, usually 1 to 2 months, to reflect on these questions before I choose my word. This is why my thing was titled, Do Not Choose Your Word. Do not choose your word until you have done this. Because when you do this right, you can set yourself up. Your word is your North Star. You can set yourself up to have an amazing year when you choose your word in the right sequence, in the right order, using the right process. So this morning is just meant to be really reflective. I'm going to share. Oh, P.S. Everybody watching, please type this. Everybody watching. I see too many women do this, and I learned this lesson maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Do not share your word. Do not share it. You know how everybody jumps on, this is my word. Yeah. I would strongly encourage you to keep it sacred to you. Put it in your journal, put it up in your home, do whatever you want to do, but please do not go out and publicize and put this sacred thing out there in the energy of judgment, criticism, skepticism, whatever other humans will do with your word. Okay? I'm just going to ask you, please trust me on this one. I would encourage you strongly, do not share your word. Do not share your word, at least until you are well into the year and you feel like you've really wrapped around it. You have put your protective energy around your word. That's how sacred this is. And the other thing that I was going to share was looking back at my year and looking back at one of the most powerful lessons that my word taught me in 2024 was I had the experience of my word in my life in general. It did not show up in the way that I probably would have thought. Actually, here's the real truth. When I chose my word and my word chose me, I noticed that the word was not something that I could figure out how I would have that experience, the meaning of that word in my business, right? So I chose the word, it chose me, and it was very, very life in general. What I realized is that it really shaped my experiences this year, especially in relationships, my life experiences, the things that I did, the things that I enjoyed this year. That's where my word showed up, not so much in business. So what am I going to do with that information as I get ready to choose my word for 2025? I want to have my word show up in all of my experiences. And so this year for Create 2025, the theme is not just choose your word, write some intentions, do your, get your downloads for the 3 actions that you're going to take. This year, the theme is actually, how can I infuse my word into my business, how I define success and freedom. So I'm taking this conversation up like several notches. You want to make sure that you're going to be there. And it is going to be, again, December 14th at 12 Eastern. I just want to tell you a little bit about what I have in store for Create 2025. Personally, and I always share this with you, I always share where I'm going and invite you to follow. I want to quantum leap off of 2024. One of the things that I realized for myself is I really, with the best will in the world, I played it a little safe this year. I played it a little safe. That's the truth. And that's not Tasha. That's not who I am. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a massive, big visionary. But I really came into 2024 a little shaky from some 2023 stuff and was like, oh, geez, I just want to feel equilibrium, And so that energy caused me to play it safe in 2024. For me, I want to quantum leap out of 2024 into what I create in 2025. I don't want a 1x, 2x, 4x, not even 10x. Like I want multiple X's, right? So I want to quantum leap into 2025. I'm inviting you to join me. That is why the theme is all around, what does success really look like for you? What do you want your business or your career to really look like for you? What is freedom? That is my number one. And I think a lot of the women that follow me and are part of our community, we value freedom. We value freedom of choice. More than anything, I just want to know that I can choose. I might not buy $3 million homes, but I want to know, I love knowing I have the freedom to choose. I could if I want to, right? I could take 4 months off and not work if I want to. Like, I want to have the choice. I want the freedom to choose. So that's why this year, the theme of the masterclass is business, success, and freedom. And Maya says, cheers to quantum leaping. Yes, ladies, I want us to leap out of 2024 into multiple X's for 2025. I want to also say that even though I talk a lot about creating 2025 around your business, part of experiencing freedom has a lot to do with what does your life look like. We've learned a lot at this point. I am 50 years old, years young. And I was reflecting on that and thinking about this. These are the years of wisdom. These are the years of what do I want my life to look like? Do I still want it to look the way it looked in my 20s, my 30s, my 40s? What am I choosing now? And being really deliberate and intentional around that. So in Create 2025, we are also going to create what your life in general looks like. What else do I want to say to you? I think that's it. Come join me. Don't do this alone. Please don't try to do this alone. Just imagine the energy of being in a group of high energy women collectively doing the creating of their next year. Do not underscore. I always say a rising tide raises all boats. Do not underscore the value of being in that momentous energy to quantum leap versus you trying to bounce yourself off, right? Off of your own energy. Just come leverage the energy of everyone else. I think there was something else that popped into my mind. Oh, the last thing I want to say, ladies, I stand by there is a process for choosing your word. I have proven it over and over and over again. I can't tell you, even last year when I unfolded another little tweak to choosing your words, so many women that attended, I think we probably had 450 women register for that masterclass. So many women said, oh my gosh, I realize where I might have not been choosing properly so that the word could empower what my life experiences were. And it's just subtle tweaks. And all of it is just 15 years of me learning and just continuing to share as I do my own reflection for myself. So here we go. Is it live as well? It will be on Zoom. And so thank you for that, Camille. Thank you for that segue. If this is something you'd like to attend, please type the word RSVP. Hang on a quick second. Let me make sure I have this for all of you. Type the letters RSVP in the comments. Check Facebook Messenger, Instagram, YouTube. I think we're going to message you if you can. We're going to send lots of emails if you're already on my list. If you're not anywhere, then please just send an email, support@tashachen.com, and say, I want to be on the list for Create 2025. Right? So if you're here, type the words RSVP. Why am I asking you to RSVP? Next week, Monday, is 11/11. So as those of you that know, I did this last year. On 11/11, next Monday, every woman that has RSVP'd, you're going to get first dibs on being able to participate in this masterclass at 90% off. The amount that I am gifting this to you next Monday is truly a gift. So make sure you RSVP so that as soon as I think the notifications will come out in the wee hours of the morning. But everyone who has RSVP'd, you're going to be the first to get the notification of how to get registered for that. Now, I want to say this other thing. If you've been following me, you notice I've started to do VIP sessions. And I have chosen to do that because the woman, number one, I really want everyone to start to elevate into, I'm a VIP. I am a VIP. I take VIP every chance I get. I step into VIP because that's the energy that I want to have. I want to carry that energy of VIP queen goddess with me in every transaction that I do. So I'm always giving a VIP option, but this VIP option, let me slow down so you can hear it. For those of you who want to go into 2025, you are really looking at how can I, one of the things that we love to see around here, I just want to get paid to be me. That's it. I just want to get paid to be me. So those of you that are looking at how can I identify the thing that is my superpower, that is natural to me, and use it to 10, 20, 30, 50x my income in 2025. The VIP session is going to be all about me showing you just how important it is that you identify that. If you want to be ahead of the game in 2025, AI is no joke. It is going to come down to you stepping into your zone of genius and your superpower. So if you want to know how to monetize that, what is your thing, your sweet spot, how to monetize it to multiply your income in 2025, that's what we're going to be doing in the VIP session. And we are also going to do the visualizing, creating your wealth scene, your vision, your visualizing for 2025. I'm going to guide you through the process in the VIP. All right. So everyone, RSVP, get all of your information. Raz says, I want to get paid to be me. Can we all type that? I get paid to be me. I get paid very well. I get paid very well to be me. Can we type that as a way to say goodbye this morning? I get paid very well to be me. There you go. All right, ladies, big love to you. Have an amazing Monday and a great rest of the week. Go do your reflecting on 2024 every single Monday from now till December 14th. I'm going to be just dropping little nuggets to prepare you for choosing your word for 2025, writing your intentions for 2025, and doing the visioning of your wealth scene, that moment where everything that you desire around wealth materializes. All right, see you then. Bye, everyone.